We've seen already how you can create an assignment to allow students to upload attachments and share work with you using Google Drive documents such as docs, sheets, or slides. But what if you want to ask a question and a simple text response will do without all the overhead of opening up Google Drive for every single student that submits something to you? Luckily, you can simply create a question. Again, we click the plus button in the lower right hand corner and we're going to choose Create Question. You can type your question in the very first line. If there are any further instructions, you can add them as well. If you're enforcing a due date and/or time, you can do that as well. And two important options: if you want the students to be able to see and reply to one another's responses, you will leave this checked. If you only want student responses to be visible to the teacher or teachers, you should uncheck this box. If you'd like students to be able to return and edit their responses, you should check this box. If once they submit an answer, their answer is final, you will leave this box unchecked. When you're creating a question, you have the option to attach documents to it, including Google Drive files, embedded video, or links to web pages, articles, or any other online resources. You also, much like when you create an assignment, have the ability to assign it to more than one class at a time. Once you click Ask, the question will be shared with students who are in your class. Let's take a look at what they're going to see. When your students log into their Google Classroom account, they will see that they have a question waiting due Monday for that class. They can see the question right in their timeline and the instructions. They can answer right in the page without opening Google Docs or any other tabs. As soon as they hit Submit, because we chose to not allow students to edit their responses, the student will be warned that they cannot make changes to their answer after they submit. Had we chosen for students to be able to see and reply to one another's responses, students would see this little icon and they will be warned that classmates can see their answer. Let's submit our work so that we can see it on the teacher's side. Back on the teacher's side, we can see that 2 of our students have responded and 1 is not yet done. If we click on either of these numbers, we'll see a page very similar to the page that we used to grade our assignment in an earlier tutorial. If we're giving a grade, we can do that here. And again, we'll click the return button to release those grades to the student. Posting a question is a great way to use Google Classroom for activities like warm-up questions, do now activities, exit polls, and anytime you need to check in with your students to see how they're learning.